Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're back on the controversial channel. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like this. Today I'm attacking racial appropriation. And I plan to say a certain word us whites aren't supposed to say. I'm only gonna say it once, and it's not out of hate or anything. It's to show you how stupid. Well, it's mostly whites that are attacking other whites for this. Well, hey Gazella, is she Latino or Australian? Okay, she's Australian. Wait, oh, these are just related people. But anyway, Iggy Azalea's Australia. I like Iggy Azalea. I mean, it's that mainstream rap. It's music ain't much, but still, I like Iggy. I like her. Cultural appropriation is adoption of an element or elements of one culture identity by members of another culture identity. This can be controversial when members of dominant culture appropriate from disadvantaged minority cultures. Well, let's actually watch this. Let's watch this and see. Learn a little more about supposed racial or cultural appropriation. Not supposed, just cultural appropriation.
Hey Huskies! So we at ASUW and other organizations want to talk with you about something you might have heard or seen before on campus, which is cultural appropriation. We
Campus, what am I on?
want everyone to have a good Halloween, but definitely not at the expense of others. So to give a basic definition, cultural appropriation is when you take something.
I'm pissed. So, y'all retards are offended. And yes, I said that on YouTube too. I say that sometimes. I don't care. Y'all retards are actually offended by someone wearing like a headdress or something on Halloween. You all are laughable. I'm not talking about the blacks here or any other race. It's mostly whites that attack other people and black women. No offense to black culture, the blacks, or women, any. I don't have nothing against black or women at all. What I have stuff against is cancel culture. They're trying to cancel us from a bunch of BS. That's what they're trying to do. Cultural appropriation is the dumbest thing ever. I will not agree to it. I don't care. If I want to wear a headdress, I will. If I want to braid my hair, I will. I'll do what I want. I don't care about cultural appropriation. I respect all races, respect all cultures. But if you're offended because someone dressed as an Indian on Halloween or something, you need to get your priorities straight. There are bigger things to worry about than racial appropriation. Yes, there's racists out there. Just because you dress as someone on another culture on Halloween doesn't make you a racist. Sensitive snowflakes. That's what these people are. Sensitive snowflakes. They don't have any problems in their life. These SJWs don't have any problems in their lives. So they just make up problems for everyone else. Racial appropriation is stupid. Racial appropriation should not exist. Yes, you need to appreciate cultures. I appreciate cultures. I don't mock any culture or anything. But dressing like another culture on Halloween or something, that is not mocking. It's just an outfit for God's sake. And a white listening to rap music, that's my choice. I don't care. I react to rap music all the time on my main channel. And no one's gonna stop me. Susan herself won't even stop me. She don't really care about that. I don't think she really cares about that. She getting these copyright strikes, but I don't think she really cares about me reacting to rap music. But anyway, you guys ain't stopping me. Racial appropriation is dumb. Is cultural appropriation another form of racism? Is yet another example of racism? No, it ain't. It's another instance where white culture oppresses and Look at this BS. White culture oppresses and subverts the achievements and customs of POC? Y'all seeing this? White culture oppresses and subvert the achievements and customs of POC? White. Just white. No other culture. No other skin color. What in the... I can't really say much because Susan will get involved. I gotta keep this as G as possible because Susan will take me down. This is what we've come to. Go ahead and call me a white supremacist, a racist, a bigot, a sexist, all those stuff. It's not true. If you got sense and you're watching this, you know it's not true. They're trying to brainwash us with this bull crap. White culture, I can't really say crap if Susan might ban me for that. White culture oppresses and subverts the achievements and customs of POC. When the crap even is POC, come to think of it. How should I talk about racial inequality? There may be some new or misunderstood terms used in call for racial justice. Help you better understand them. Read Bean's Anti-Racism Glossary. They're coming up with new terms. Presidal recession. I don't think that's anything to do with what I was reading. Person of color. That's probably what it stands for. Yeah, person of color. Its primary use to describe any person is not considered white. Okay. That is stupid. Because whites weren't the first people. Geniuses. Or the first people, I'm not sure what the Mid-Eastern or something. Something like that. Whites weren't the first people. We came from England, geniuses. We're the Puritans that came from England to sell this country for freedom and religious freedom. So whites are not... You can't exclude white from person of color. There is no such thing as a person of color. There's different cultures, different races, but there is no such thing as a person of color. We are all different. There are different colors. Stop looking at people because of their color, their race, their culture. Mind your own freaking business for once. I've got more to go on with. Next, let's look at alt-right. I just stumbled upon this word in a video. Alt-right, and what really pees me off redneck flag. Redneck flag. So if you're a redneck, you're considered a racist. You're considered alt-right for being a redneck. A redneck is not a racist. A redneck is not a white supremacist. Far right, a loosely connected far right white nationalist movement. Far right, related people, Donald Trump, Ben Shapiro. I've watched Ben Shapiro. He is not alt-right. You're ignorant. This is ignorant. Ben Shapiro's not alt-right, nor is Donald Trump. Alt-right, yes, there are white supremacists. Donald Trump has denounced white supremacists over and over again. I will play it. I think that's the term I'm thinking of. If it's still on YouTube or still on the internet. Trump denounces white supremacy 38 times in new campaign. Trump ain't a white supremacist. He's not lead of the KKK. This Fox News, they're a bunch of bull too, but still. It's still. This is truthful. He did
I denounce white supremacy, okay? Wait, are you...
I denounce white supremacy. There you go. He already said it once. How many more times do you need to hear it?
I denounce white supremacy.
Okay.
What's your next question? I denounce white supremacy.
Okay.
You start off with white supremacy, I denounce it.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups?
Sure.
And
that Chris guy, I can't remember his last name. Let's go. I'm not going to make this political.
to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland.
Sure,
Are you
I'm
prepared
willing to do that.
specifically?
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke.
Any group of hate, I am, whether it's white supremacy, whether it's any other kind of supremacy, whether it's...
And another thing, a white ain't the only people that are racist. You can be black, you can be Latino, you could be Hispanic, you could be... I did not say Latino like that on purpose. I just like saying Latino. No offense to any Latinos if you're watching. I have Latino friends. I have black friends.
The 2020 candidates stepping up a war of words after an intense first debate marred by frequent interruptions. The Commission on Presidential Debate.
All right, but yeah. I just can't remember what I was going on with. But Trump is not a white supremacist. If you think that, just get a life. Just get a life. Next, let's talk about the Morgan Wallen controversy. I did a full video on this. This is my last video. RS charts. Morgan Wallen still not... Wait, what? 5 days ago. Speaks out following the N-word controversy. No reason to downplay what I did. After using a racial slur. Blacks use the N-word, newsflash. Morgan Wallen used it. He was drunk. Y'all shouldn't be attacking him for that. He is not a racist. Y'all are sensitive little snowflakes. If Cardi B can say it, she's Latino, I think. Latino or Cuban. That's not black, newsflash. That's not black. I said I was going to say it. I'll say it once. I know, and this will probably be... YouTube will hate me for this, but nigga. I did not say the ER. I didn't like the blacks do it homie-like. Not a racial slur. Not using it as a racial slur. I'm doing it to show how stupid y'all sound. And it's not the blacks that are being the dumb ones. It's mostly the whites. The whites attacking other whites for using racial slurs. Like Tom said, label everything as homophobic and racist. Next video will be about homophobia. Okay, but now we're going to go to Black Lives Matter. Going to talk about Black Lives Matter. Another thing, Morgan Wallen's not a racist. I'm not a racist. Alright, Black Lives Matter. Okay, but the centralized political and social movement, political against incidents of police brutality and all raciality motivated violence against black people. They're only focusing on the blacks here. Newsflash. Sorry. Newsflash. That's not our only problem here. It's all women. It's all black women. No offense to black women out there, but most of them have pretty messed up ideas. The black men's got sense, a lot of them do. Most black men have sense. Women these days, the young ones, I'm talking about the millennials and the Gen Z and all that stuff, mostly millennials, they're just ridiculous. Just look at all these feminists. Vegan activists are usually women. I'm not sexist, it's just the truth. All these Karens, I mean, there's male Karens too. But we have a big problem in this country, and let me tell you something else. The most oppressed people in this country, straight white males. I said it. I don't care. Say that we're privileged. Go ahead and say we're privileged. Whites are privileged. Do I look privileged? I look privileged. This shirt, $20, $15 or $20, got off Amazon. These pants, $15. Live in a trailer far out in the country, got terrible internet. I'm privileged. I mean, yes, there's homeless people. Not my fault. That's the government's fault. Putting all these drugs on the streets. These drug dealers and whatnot, letting drug dealers into the country. I'm not singling out people. I'm talking about the ones who actually do it. I'm not blaming blacks. I'm not blaming Mexicans. I'm not doing that. Because it's not the black community's fault. It's people in the black community. It's people in the white community. It's people in the Mexican community. Or I don't know if you actually call it that. I don't care what you call it, okay? Slogan Black Lives Matter itself remains untrademarked by any group. The broader movement and related organizations typically advocate against police violence toward black people, well as far various other policy changes considered to be related to black liberation. That's on Wikipedia. Wikipedia's pretty good. I like Wikipedia. But Black Lives Matter. I'm for Black Lives Matter. I support it. But what I don't support is the riots. burn American flag. That's your business as long as it wasn't stolen. If it's your property, you can burn American flag for all I care. It should not be. You should not go to jail or anything for it. I don't care. But if you steal it, you should get fined or go to jail even. I don't know. I don't really know about that part. But what 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 really POs me, tearing down statues. How is that going to bring anyway, before we continue on that, about 99% of police officers are not racist. Yes, there are racist police officers. What happened to George Floyd shouldn't happen. What happened to Breonna Taylor shouldn't have happened. What happened to all the other blacks, I'm not talking about just the famous ones. I'm not talking about just the famous murders. I'm talking about the blacks also killed in Black Lives Matter riots. What about those? They went nameless. George Floyd, hey, his name's everywhere. Breonna Taylor, her name's everywhere. All the other blacks. Stormy Daniels, was she one? Or him? I don't know every little thing. And I'll admit that. But still, I know that this country... No, I got confused with something. There was the Trump versus Biden thing. He was talking about Breonna Taylor, and I got confused. I'm sorry for that. That had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter protests. Just, people also search for Blue Lives Matter. Counter movement in the United States after data or prosecuting a victim of killing law enforcement should be sentenced under hate crime statutes. It was started in response to Black Lives Matter. I support Black Lives Matter. I also support Blue Lives Matter. I support Trump. Go ahead and call me a racist and all that. I support Black Lives Matter, so. I don't support the riots, though. I support protest. I do. I do not support the riots and tearing down statues. Joe Biden is trying to remove Andrew Jackson from the $20 bill and put on some black guy. What's that gonna do? All right. Yeah, but I think Ku Klux Klan. American white supremacist terrorist hate group. White supremacists. White supremacists. Oh, David Duke was involved in it. Okay. Now I know what Trump was talking about. I don't know much about the KKK. You can't call me a member of the KKK. I don't know much about it. I know lots about Black Lives Matter. I saw the riots. I saw the riots. Well, not actually in person. On the news, I saw the riots. But Trump denounced the KKK. He denounced white supremacy. Y'all are ignorant. Why don't we call you black supremacists? If you're going to call us white supremacists for just living normal lives, we're not even doing nothing. We're just here living our lives. Well, I'm talking on here. May try to talk some sense into some. Wait, what does 6ix9ine have to do with this? Why does it show 6ix9ine here? Why is 6ix9ine? What does 6ix9ine have to do with this? I have no idea. But anyway, I did not. It was founded in 1865. Well, I don't really care about KKK. Just know what this video is about. This video is about supposed racism and all that stuff. We should be racism. All racism let me mute this. All racism had to do with what all they did that they're using racism now to distract us what Joe Biden's doing in this country. Joe Biden's not racist. Well, newsflash, he's banning Muslims from this country. Racism ain't just towards blacks or Latinos or Hispanics. It's all racist. All races. All races. A white hating a black. A black hating a white. A black can be racist too, newsflash. A black hating a Latino. A black hating a Muslim. Why? How did Joe Biden get considered as a patriot for the blacks and whatnot? This guy is the biggest racist out there. His friend and mentor was the leader of the KKK. And you're calling Donald Trump racist. I mean, Donald Trump ain't really got much to do with this right now. But y'all were calling him a racist. This dude, Joe Biden, friend and mentor, was the leader of the KKK. How more racist can you be? That's all I'm going to do for this video, because I don't know how to set it to several. You probably have to do scenes or something. I don't want to merge videos together and stuff. I want to get this up as soon as I can. I'm not editing this. I usually don't edit my videos anyway. I'm definitely not editing this. Everything I said is everything I mean. If you disagree, talk to me about it in the comments. Luckily, I ain't had no hate. I actually ain't had no hate, which is surprising. But I ain't. People's left me alone. They said their piece, and I respect your piece. You comment below. You disagree with me. I respect it. But if you hate on me, I'll tell you what you are in a comment, okay? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button. Share this out, people. People need to hear this. I want people to share all my videos. Subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and this video is not intended to hate on anyone. This is not a hate video. This is just a woke. Let's just say this is a woke video. Okay? Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. And as always, peace.